runs off the asteroid while Powerglide leads it all out of salt.
Good work, Cosmos.
Hello, Bots and Books fans, this is Scorp1701, and tonight I'm very excited to be able to bring to you the Walmart exclusive Transformers Legacy Velocitron Speedia 500 Collection Cosmos figure, and this was a bear to find. Oh my goodness, I searched all weekend before I was able to find him last Sunday, and I was so happy because for some reason they decided to put Cosmos one per case, and each case has like 11 figures. Cosmos I knew was gonna be hard to find because he was G1 and everybody was gonna want him, and I got very fortunate. I checked like 6 or 7 Walmarts before I finally saw him on the shelf. But anyway, let's jump into this Walmart exclusive by taking a look at the box. You can see it is a nice open window box. You have the Velocitron Speedia 500 collection. You have Cosmos looking all cool there. You have Transformers Legacy here, all about Cosmos 8+. Hasbro Transformers, cool little symbol there. On the top of the box you have Transformers Legacy. You have another picture of Cosmos in the spaceship mode Cosmos, Takara Tomy, Transformers Generation symbol, Velocitron Speedia. On this side of the box, awesome artwork of Cosmos with Transformers Legacy. On this side of the box, it just carries over from the first side of the box, and then you have some Cybertronese and the authentic Transformer symbol. On the bottom of the box, you just have some credits and a barcode. Well, actually, there is no barcode. I guess the barcode is on the back. So, sorry. And on the back of the box, you have the Autobot Cosmos Velocitron Speedia 500 collection, Cosmos in his robot mode, Cosmos in his spaceship mode, and some more credits for the box. And there's that barcode. I knew it was around somewhere. So anyway, that is it for the box. No one wants to see this awesome, hard to find collectible in the box. Let's get him out and see what he can do. And here we have Cosmos out of the box, and out of the box he comes transformed in his spaceship mode, and he's such a cute little green spaceship, just like the way I remember him. But also in his box he has a laser rifle and a flag and a set of nice instructions that will help you transform Cosmos from a spaceship to a robot and from a robot to a spaceship. We'll take a look at that later, but first off I want to get a closer look at Cosmos himself. And coming real close in on Cosmos, you can see, again, he is just a green little spaceship. I love his little design, little round bottom and kind of coming up to a more slender top. And then you have this red section here, which in the old days was his head. This is not going to be his head this time, but we'll get into that in transformation. But anyway, you got some nice different colored greens. You have like a darker green here for the base. You have some silvers in the front. You have a lighter green here at the top of the silver, and then that will bring you to his midsection, and you got some blues with some light blues and silvers. Nice Autobot symbol here. You have the different colored greens up here at the top, plus the little red section we already talked about. Moving around to the side, you got some ports for his weaponry, and we'll take a look at that when we discuss accessories. And coming around to the back, you have some neat little thrusters. A lot of good detail in these little panels. I love it. A little bit of yellow to break up the green. Some more holes there. I don't know if you can stick anything in there. I don't think he came with anything you could stick in there, but we'll try. This other side's the same. And moving finally back around to the front. That's cool. On the bottom, you got a lot of yellow and interesting detail. You can't really tell that it's a robot, I don't think. You just got a lot of yellow for the undercarriage. So anyway, that is what Cosmos looks like in his spaceship mode. Moving on. And when it comes to articulation in the spaceship mode, there really isn't any. He doesn't have any wheels, as you can see underneath here, so you could basically slide him, and if you had a soft, slick surface like I do, he will slide really well, so that's fun. Woo! Or spin him. Woo! I think that was one of his ways of travel. You know, he would like spin around, but I'm not exactly sure. I don't remember every episode with Cosmos, but anyway, that's it for articulation. Moving on. And full comparison, here you have Cosmos with Earthrise Prime, Earthrise Hoist, Kingdom Warpath, and Earthrise Astro Train. And I tried to pull in a lot of the Season 2 bots to be with Cosmos because that's where he came, Season 2. And we'll get him a little closer here. Here you are with Prime. You can see how he looks, which isn't too bad. I know Prime was a little big because Cosmos once mentioned something like, Optimus, you're too big to ride inside. And then here you go with Hoist. So that is neat, about the size of Hoist. And then here you go with Warpath. So that's cool. And then here you are with Astro Train. And Astro Train's obviously going to be a little bigger. And I think that's pretty neat because you often saw them flying around trying to kill each other in space. But anyway, that is cool, and that is your comparisons in vehicle mode. Moving on. And full transformation. Now please understand I don't necessarily go by how the instructions say, but by the end of the segment we will get where we need to go. Alright, so first off I want to do is turn him upside down and remove his arm segments. Okay, so they will pull out from the side right here like such. Okay, there's one, and then get the other one out there, two. So that is good. All right, from here we want to extend the back and bring this little section out. So the best way I've found to do it is just kind of grab this section here from this side and this side and just pull out as best you can, and you'll hear a little click and you'll have this whole thing extended. So that is good. All right, so we'll leave that alone for the moment. Let's come to the front and we will pull this down, and those are his legs, and then you can see they're kind of in the back, so we need to accordion them forward. So we will have them in a nice straight position underneath the main saucer here. So there you go. You're going to have some legs. That's good. Pull his feet apart. You can go ahead and move them forward like such. And then you can take this side part here and fold it back, because that's going to be its heel. When you come to the around to the back, you're going to kind of want to push it a little bit down so it can get under this tab in the back to hold it into place. So it's kind of hard to see, but this is the tab right here, and you'll just pull the other little green section down below it. So pull it down like this and it will slide right into place, and you want to make sure they're flattened out. So now you've got some feet and he looks great. Okay, from here go back around to this section and you're gonna basically twist it around like such. There you go. And then what we could do now is just pull the head up, and the head is basically on this little flip panel, so just push it one way and that will bring it up. Hello, Cosmos. Hey, there is his head. I love that head, but we'll get that in a minute. All right, let's zoom out just a little bit. Okay, so now you're going to see a couple tabs right here on the sides, and when you move the arms, you're going to move the arms away from the green section, and you'll see this little hook tab right here. And this little hook tab is just going to go right over there to lock the arms in place. While you're doing that, you're going to fold this back section in like such, and that hole is going to tab into the tab on the back of him right there. I don't know if you can see it, but it will fit right nicely and go into place like that. And now the hooks in the arms that we were discussing earlier will come down. As you can see, here's the hook and here's the tab. It will come down and lock the arm in place, and you'll do that on both sides. Here's the yellow hook to go down to the tab. Sorry, the arm is getting in the way, but you'll hear it when you snap it in place. Okay, there you go. Now the arms are pretty much done. Come over to the side and pull out a fist, and on this side like such, And there you're going to have Cosmos in his robot mode. And he is such a cute little Cosmos. I love this figure. I always loved Cosmos when I was watching the G1 cartoon. He always reminded me of, for some reason, he reminded me of a little tubby Italian guy who always wants to eat meatballs. I don't know if that's just how I pictured his voice, but this is Cosmos in his robot mode. So give me a second, make sure he's all cleaned up, and we'll take a closer look at him. And coming real close in on Cosmos, you can see this is so G1. I love the way he turned out and how he looks. Starting off at his head's nice and red. It's not a bright red, it's kind of a burgundy red, but it's still really nice. Puts a little emphasis on those beautiful blue eyes. I love that. Nice yellow face. And coming down to his chest, nothing that we haven't seen before in the spaceship mode. The arms now are defined. You got a lot of yellow here, and those are really nicely done, and some designs here in the forearms, coming down to some green fists, and on the sides you have what will be the gun cannons of the ship, but he can also use them as, you know, fist cannons. So that is awesome. I love that. And then you're coming down to the pelvis area. It's green here, and on the sides you got some yellow and some leg flaps here, yellow legs, coming down to some green feet with some silver, and that is really cool. And I think he cleans up really well. Here's the side, and then on the back he's going to have a backpack, but obviously you're going to have to do something with all that spaceship kibble, and I don't think it looks too bad. So anyway, that is Cosmos in his robot form. Moving on. And for our articulation, starting at the head can go around 360 degrees, and you can look up a little bit, and he can look down a little bit, and he does have a little wiggly waggly to the head, so that is really cool. And that will bring us to the shoulder. The shoulder can go around 360 degrees, and it can't really do the butterfly thing because it is kind of connected here, but it can go up, it can go down. You don't really have a bicep swivel. It will come down to a forearm rotation though, so that goes around 360 degrees, and you have a nice elbow bend, which gives you a little over 90 degrees, I think, and that is cool. That will come down to the fist. Fist is not rotatable, but it can move in and out due to the transformation hinge, so that is cool. Coming to the middle of the bot in his chest, he does have waist articulation. He can go all the way around 360 degrees if you're so inclined. Doesn't have an ab crunch unless you want to use the middle portion, like, you know, you can do a lot, but that's more leg articulation, I think. And speaking of coming down to legs, legs can go up a long way, they can go back a longer way, and they can kind of come out to the side when you move this flap up, so that is good. He does have thigh rotation, 360 degrees. He does have a knee bend, about 90 degrees, and he does have some foot rocking like this. Can't go all the way around the world, but you do get the rocking sensation like that, and that is pretty cool. Very articulated for a mini bot, and that is going to be Cosmos's articulation. Moving on. And for accessories, Cosmos comes with a checkered flag. I guess because Velocitron Speedia 500 is supposed to be a galactic race, somebody's got to win. And here you have the winner's flag. It's done in nice white, and you have a checker motif here on the front with white and black squares. And you have a little tab here, and it can tab into several places if you're so inclined and you want to. Let me zoom back out. You could take Cosmos himself, and you could just tab the flag into the side ports like this if you want to have him basically be the finish line, I guess. You could do that, and that is cool. One way to do it, and it can go in both ports. Can't really go into these on the back, I don't think. Maybe. Well, it can go in the middle one there. That's pretty neat. And then you can tab it into his gun, and this is a nice gun. It's basically green plastic, and it's got some detail in here, and this is basically what I'll use it for as a gun. But if you are so inclined, you can tab the flag into the gun like that, and he could hold this and wave it around like, the winner. So yeah, but anyway, like I said, this flag isn't going to be doing anything except sitting in my bag of accessories, so blah. And that will bring us to the gun itself. Again, he can hold the gun in his hand like any good robot should, and you can port the gun into the sides of his shuttle mode or spaceship mode like this. Now, I'd prefer to have two guns so you can do this double barreling. And see, you could probably store in the back here too. So if you want to store it in the back like that, you can do that. And still don't have enough clearance maybe to get it into these little pegs. I don't know. But anyway, those are going to be Cosmos's accessories. Moving on. And for comparison, here he is with Optimus Prime, Hoist, Warpath, and Astrotrain in their robot modes. And he's okay. Like I said, he's supposed to be a mini-bot, so him and Warpath are approximately the right height. Hoist and Optimus are going to be a little bigger. Astrotrain obviously going to be a little bigger. So I like the scale. I think it looks really nice. And I love the way these guys are all fitting together, whether it be Earthrise, Legacy, or Kingdom. So it's a really nice scale. All right, moving on. And this has been the Walmart exclusive Transformers Legacy, the Velocitron Speedia 500 collection Cosmos. One of the most rare figures in this line that you're ever gonna find. In fact, so rare that they only put one of this figure in each of the cases that are shipping in the United States. Now, I've heard that in other countries they have entire cases of each figure, including Cosmos. That may help you if you live outside the United States, but most of my viewers, I think, live inside the United States, and it's hard to come by this guy. But I think eventually they will release more of him, so unless you just have to spend the eBay prices, I would suggest just waiting. Now, this is a great figure. I love the G1 aesthetic. I love Cosmos. He's been one of my favorite mini-bots since the 80s, and I highly recommend this figure. He's very fun to play with, not very fiddly to transform, and he looks great with all of the other bots. Now, if you happen to find this guy at Walmart, he will run you about $25, which isn't too bad. I mean, he is standard deluxe figure. And like I said, you're going to have a lot of fun with this guy. So anyway, guys, that's the video. If you're looking for him, happy hunting. And until next time, keep playing.
Another day, another adventure.
Transformers.